Hey friends, welcome back, or welcome if you are new here. My name is Tiffany. Happy Monday. It is Monday. It's about 12:47, so almost 1 p.m. And I originally opened a vlog for today and ended up talking about my homeschool plans for 25 minutes. So I am currently exporting that as a separate video, so yay, bonus video. For those of you who are curious what our homeschool is going to look like in the 25-26 school year, that will be the video that I put up yesterday. So go check that out if you are interested, if you have not already. But I do plan on vlogging today as well. I just knew that if I continued vlogging on that video stream, it was going to be a super long vlog. So I divided it into two, especially since that way, like, all the homeschool talk is in one video for those people trying to find that. So that makes it convenient. All that to say, separate video. Now I'm opening the vlog. Hello, welcome to my day. I am currently, like I said, I just edited a video. I'm gonna get that up. I'm watching some homeschool videos on YouTube as well for just inspiration and just because I want to. And also watching some booktubers, catching up on some booktubers that I follow on YouTube as well. So it is Monday, like I said, start to a new week, very exciting. It's almost time for Alice and I to go to Michigan for Beetlejuice. We are doing that next, well, we leave on Sunday morning, so this coming weekend. We leave Sunday morning to go up for my niece's baby shower. We'll be there for the day. Monday we'll be in town, hanging out with family, potentially going to Bronner's, which is the largest Christmas store in the world, to get Christmas ornaments for the year. We usually let the kids pick out a new ornament each year, so we want to go, Alice wants to go to Bronner's. So that is on the agenda. And then, I'm looking at the calendar real quick. Oh, wrong way. And then Tuesday, August 5th, is Beetlejuice off-Broadway in Detroit at the Fisher Theater, so that's exciting. And then Wednesday we will come home. On the way home from there, we are going to stop at a Chuck E. Cheese in Toledo, Ohio, which is apparently one of the last Chuck E. Cheese that still has the animatronic band still playing, like, in person for you to see. So Alice really wants to see that, of course. So another little trip for her coming up. She's excited, I'm excited. And then after that, we have a few days before school starts. And then school starts on August 11th for us. So getting right back into the swing of things shortly, going to enjoy the last 2 weeks of summer break for sure, but also craving routine and structure again. So that's kind of what's happening there. I was gonna say something. What was it? It slipped my mind. Oh, don't feel sad for Jackson. Jackson does not want to go see Beetlejuice at all. So he's gonna be staying home with Will, of course, but we offered to, okay, so Jackson doesn't have a whole lot. Alice has more interest than Jackson. I'm trying to figure out how to word this to where it sounds right. Alice has more interests and hobbies than Jackson does, as if you've been around, you know that. Jack is just a very laid back, easygoing, likes his video games sort of kid. So he has no interest in going to see Beetlejuice. I offered to take him. He is always welcome to come on any of the trips that we are taking. He does not want to, and I'm not going to force him because that seems silly. So tomorrow, which is July 29th, a new video game is coming out. It's Grounded 2, and he loves this video game. So originally he had planned on buying it for himself because he has allowance money and he wants it really badly. But yesterday we told him, since he hasn't been going on any of these trips, like Alice and I went to West Virginia a few weeks ago for BillyCon, and we're going to be going for Beetlejuice and all that. Like, this is Alice's summer. She has gotten to do some of her bucket list items, and I'm so happy for her. And Jackson has just been like, I'm good. So we are going to buy him Grounded 2 as kind of just to support his hobbies sort of thing. Does that make sense? So he's super excited. That comes out tomorrow. If you're not familiar or you don't have kids in your life that play it or anything like that, it's almost like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. It's 4 kids, like, in the backyard fighting bugs and creatures, and he's obsessed with it, and it's a really like good, clean video game. And he plays it with his cousins, he plays it with some of his friends that live locally, he plays it with friends that live far away, and so it brings him together and has like a common interest with a lot of people in his circle. So that is coming out for him tomorrow. Yeah, this week is a low-key week, which I'm thankful for, because the following week is busy before we head back to school. Not only are Alice and I traveling to Michigan, when we come home, Jackson has a dental procedure on Thursday of next week. He had I think a crown put on, and part of his crown broke. I could be completely wrong on that. Or the tooth next to his crown, part of something chipped. Anyway, he has to get it fixed, obviously. So he has a dental procedure when we come home from Michigan. I have a coffee date with friends that same day, and then we head into the weekend before school starts, which is always just chaotic, just making sure we have everything ready and all that for school. Yeah, hi. My brain is obviously still on school talk, and I'm trying to get off of that because that was in a separate video. We don't have much going on today. Will's at work, kids are doing their own thing. I'm watching YouTube, editing. I need to get some meal planning done for when Alice and I are out of town, make sure the boys have food on hand. And that's about all that's going on right now. So welcome to my day. I'll bring you along with me, and see where the day takes us. Still listening to The Enchanted Greenhouse by Sarah Beth Durst. Oops. Whoops. I meant to focus on my camera and touched my phone instead. I'm 63% of the way through, so still enjoying it. I don't know if it'll be more than a 3-star listen for me, but it's good. And I have a few jalapeños that are getting soft, so I'm going to go ahead and dice them up with my veggie chopper and freeze them. I bought them to make salsa, but my tomatoes, I don't have enough ripe tomatoes yet. I mean, I could make a small batch right now, but I want to wait till I have a few more of my big ones. Cherry tomatoes have been pretty decent, but I have a bunch of the bigger ones. I have like 4 different varieties that are almost ripe, but not ripe yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and freeze these ones, and I'll just buy some more jalapeños for salsa another week. So Alice got a new shirt in the mail today from Temu. We ordered some back to school clothes. It's a green and navy or green and black striped shirt. She's like, it doesn't have a front or a back. Like, there's no tag, there's no size, so like you could wear it either way. And then she's doing some mopping for me because Beetlejuice the Musical is next week. And if they have merchandise on site, it's expensive. I was looking at the official Beetlejuice the Musical website. T-shirts are $40. Will's like, yeah, I would expect that. I was like, I would not. I would expect maybe $30, but $40 for a t-shirt is insanity. But if they have merch there, she's probably gonna wanna buy something. So as most of you know, she's been mopping the house for me once a week for an extra $5 on her allowance. So that's what she's doing now. She'll do it today, and then I told her she can squeeze in one more time on Saturday. We leave on Sunday. So that gives her $10 more this week towards her savings. And then I guess if they don't have merch on site, I guess, are you gonna wanna order from the website afterwards, just to so you have a souvenir?
Yeah, they probably will have it there.
When I Googled it, I couldn't find a definitive answer. So if they don't,
I looked it up and it said that they normally have it there.
Well, I guess I'll trust her when it comes to all things Beetlejuice. This wood paneling is doing nothing for the coloring on my face here. But anyway, Will's home from work. He and Jackson both requested some chicken sandwiches, and so they're eating that. Alice is hungry, but she doesn't know what she wants. Well, she wants peanut butter banana smoothie, but we're out of bananas, so I can't do that. And I guess we'll have a late dinner because it's already almost 4, and Will and Jack are just now eating something. So dinner is just cleaning out the fridge. We've got leftover chicken, 1 hamburger, baked potatoes, baked beans. There's a few hot dogs in there that if someone wants them. So there's enough food in there to feed everybody with a conglomeration of bits and pieces. So Alice came to me and she's like, I don't know what to draw, but I want to draw. So we used ChatGPT. She's like, I hate AI, I'm not using that. I'm like, I know, but listen. So we input some information on like what she enjoys drawing, her different hobbies, the different characters she likes, and it gave her a bunch of fun prompts. Was this one of the prompts that gave you, or did you just...
One of them was Wednesday in Beetlejuice.
Yeah. So you're doing Wednesday.
It makes more sense to do Lydia.
She's gonna do Wednesday and Lydia, like they meet. So she's currently working on that while watching a YouTube video. Can I show them what you have so far? I like how you do your braids. You do a pretty good job.
They're hard to do.
Focus. Focus. It doesn't want to, there we go. I like the big eyes in the braids. So Jackson is not hungry as I suspected, but it's almost 6, so the rest of us are gonna eat. Alice requested chicken noodle soup, so I had some canned soup on hand, so that's what she's having. Do you want a baked potato too, or are you gonna wait to see how this does? She's gonna wait, but she might also have a baked potato. So we've got 2 baked potatoes left, 1 hamburger patty, some chicken, and then I warmed up some green peas, some chicken rice, and then some baked beans. So I'll let you know what everyone's gonna have once we have some plates assembled. Alright, so like I said, Jack is not eating right now. Alice is having that chicken noodle soup. This is Will's plate. He worked all day. He had that chicken sandwich earlier, but this is like a big dinner for him. So, what are my words? I can't find the baked beans, peas and rice, some chicken with barbecue sauce, and a baked potato with cheese, butter, and sour cream. And then I've got one of my tiny Pioneer Woman plates with the rest of the baked beans, some peas, a little bit of rice, and a piece of chicken. I don't even think I'm going to be able to eat all this, but it all sounds good. I have been pretty consistently nauseous since starting the 5 milligram of Manjaro back. I've now taken 2 5 milligram injections, and I'm still staying pretty nauseous. So it's not horrible right now. I actually feel a little bit hungry, so I'm going to eat what I can. If I remember, I'll show you what is left. If you're interested to see how much I actually eat. But this is dinner for now. We're gonna go sit down and eat. Refilling my water because I'm thirsty and because I need to hydrate and because it's good for me. So for dinner I actually ate everything on my plate except for the chicken, and the chicken is really the one thing I should have eaten because of protein, but it was just not sounding good. I took a bite and it was like, probably not today. This is the face of a happy girl. Tell them why you have a new pillow from Walmart.
I had this exact one a while ago, but we left it in West Virginia when we went to BillyCon, and it was my favorite pillow.
Yeah.
So
she got a new one.
2.0.
Pillow 2.0. It's like a $5 pillow from Walmart. Nothing special, but it's her favorite.
It's saying hi.
Hi, pillow. Also got her a black tank top for $2 on clearance, basically like the one she's wearing. It might be the exact same one that she's wearing, just in black. And then bananas, because you want a banana smoothie now. But we have no frozen bananas. So we got bananas. So you can have one tomorrow. Woot woot. So it is currently 8:15, so I'm going to close this out momentarily. But 2 things. One, I think I'm getting a cold sore. That red spot right there, which either means that I'm stressed or my immune system is not doing its job right now, which is par for the course when you have autoimmune disorders. But ever since I had the shingles vaccine series, I haven't gotten shingles, but I have still continued to get cold sores now and then. I realize they're not exactly the same, but essentially the same. Anyway, so I did a loading dose of antivirals, and hopefully that'll kick it before it forms. So that's number 1. Number 2, I went out to water my tomatoes because it's been a million degrees out today, and it didn't rain or anything. And as soon as I got to the last plant, it started thundering. So it might still rain tonight, but of course it waits until after I've watered them. I've got about 3 or 4 of the large tomatoes that should be ready to pick probably tomorrow or the next day. And then I can make some salsa. So I will throw jalapeños onto my grocery list, and onion and cilantro. So that way I can make a homemade batch of salsa for the weekend. And then that was all I had to say. So I'm going to close it out. Thanks for coming along on another day. Drop a comment, share some love, and I will see you again on the next one. Bye.